Hello everyone, I'm Hilary Chin. Thank you all so much for coming and watching these lessons for today. Today I'll be teaching you how to use the left, right, and mid functions to clean your data set in Excel. Okay, in Excel, it's one thing to learn the functions, it's another thing to use these functions and solve problems so far as data is concerned. Excel is a software that more than 1 billion people are using it as I speak to you right now. It's an amazing tool that most companies across the globe they use to analyze their businesses and use to take stock of their businesses. If you are a secondary school child in Cameroon or Africa or anywhere, please this video is for you. If you're a mother or parent watching this video, please share to your children. They should start learning some of these softwares. It's very, very important. Today we'll be looking at some simple techniques on how to clean your data. We'll be using one of the data sets that I extracted from a YouTube channel. How I did that is another skill for another day. We'll be playing around that data, looking at the dates, trying to extract the month, the day, and the year. These are the three components that makes up a date. And we'll be seeing how we can go a little bit further into pivot tables to analyze the data after cleaning. But I want you to pay attention to the cleaning process. It's very important. And this is a very, very timely video. If you are watching us, please make sure to subscribe. Of course, follow us on YouTube where we do the demo. So today our objective is to look at how to use the left, the mid, and the right functions in Excel to clean your data set. Okay? So these are the functions we want to see in yellow, how to use it to clean your data set. So on the other sheet or in the other sheet, you see that here we have a data set extracted from a YouTube channel and we are looking at the views. So a company might ask you to look out for them or bring out some insight from this data, maybe views per month, views per year, views per day. And if you look at here, we have this data in the form of date. Remember, your month, your day, and your year comprises your date. Okay, and these are very important because they allow you to see your data in different dimensions. Okay, so right here, the objective here is to use the left function and extract the month, and then use the mid function to extract the day, and then use the right function to extract the year. Okay, this data could be the other way around. Maybe the year 2025 could appear here, and then the month appear in the middle, or the day appear first, and so on and so forth, depending on how it appears. This is just an example. You could still have names, first name, second name, and the objective is to extract all the first name of whoever you are trying to analyze or whichever data you're trying to analyze. So the first thing we are going to do here, we are going to come here and then we insert. And inserting, we'll select three columns, sorry, and then we right click and then we insert. So here, the first one we'll call it year, okay? And then the second one we'll call it month, and then the third one we'll call it days. So this is how you clean your data, guys. I'm already cleaning this data, okay? Cleaning simply means extracting what you want to use and redesigning it in the context. So our context now is we want to see our views in terms of year, in terms of month, in terms of days, okay? What I'll do here is I'll first start by using the right function, because the right function is going to pick the date, the year, okay? Because the year, remember, this year is by the right, the day is by the middle, which is mid, and then the month is by the left, okay? Perfect. So I'll come to the year, I click equals to, and I write right, as in right, and I click my tab. So here, each time you write a function in Excel, you must look into this small space like open brackets, close brackets, see what it is saying. The first item we have here is text, and then the second item that follows is number of characters. Okay, so it says that we reference this text, and then we have a small comma there. We put that comma, and then it says we should reference the number of characters we want to see by the left. No, by the right. Okay. So by the right, we are going to start counting from this five. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Remember that space in Excel a I would say it's a number. Okay. Space is a number. Since it's a software, so when you give a space, it regard it as a letter or as a figure. Take note of that. So we will start counting from one, two, three, four, five. So we are going to put five because the objective is that we want to make sure that it captures this 2025 plus this space. Okay. And then we are going to click tab. You see, we have captured that 2025. And then I'm going to double click and then it shares the formula all through. Okay. So if I click here and I go to my formula bar, you see that it references C75. If I go here, it says C85. So it references all the cells and then gives me, applies the same formula down. Okay, the only thing that changes is the number of rows, okay, because it moves to row 7. And if I click, you see the C7, which is row 7 here, and then it applies that formula. Okay, we'll go now to month. Month is by the left, so we'll go now to month and then we click equals to and then we take left. Okay, and then we tap right. It says text and number of characters, so we go again, we select that text, put our small comma, and then we start counting by the left. So we start counting from M. M is 1, A is 2, Y is 3, and then this empty space is 4. And then we put 4. Okay. So we are saying that start counting by the left and then bring out the first 4 characters. That's what we are saying. And we click tab. So it gives me May. Okay. Then I double click and then it does the same. Okay. Shares that formula. Remember, I have to put my mouse here until it turns to this small black, until it turns, let me go back and show you. Until it turns to this small black cross and then I double click and then it shares the formula down. You see, now we have extracted our month and then extracted our year. So we'll do the same for days. We'll come here now and we click and we put mid because we want to get something from the middle. Here now is going to be a little bit complicated because it wants you to reference the text, comma, and then start number and then number of characters. It says we reference the text, comma, where do we want it to start picking from? Remember that if we go by the left, we will start picking from 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, so this 2 here falls from 5. So we'll say start picking from 5 and then pick the first 2 characters after 5. Okay, I repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll say pick from 5 and then from 5, because remember that 2 stands on the fifth character and 8 stands on the sixth character. So if we start picking from 2, which is the fifth character, we will start counting the characters now from that 2. Okay, and then we say comma and then we say 2 and we say tab. So it picks that 28. You see, and then I double click. Now I just have a feeling that this is a little bit complicated for you, this meet characters. Let me go back and show you what I mean here. So what we have done here is simple. When we click the meet function, it says text and then where you want to start and then characters. So of course, if we start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 2 falls on 5, on the fifth character. So we'll tell Excel that we want to start picking from the fifth character because we know that our 2 lies on the fifth character. Okay, and then we will now tell Excel that when you start from the fifth character, we want to get the first 2 characters, okay, which starts now from where it started, from that feet, and then it goes now to the second, and the second now falls, it falls on that second character, okay, and that is why we have 28 and we share. You see, now we have this amazing. So we have finished the first phase of our cleaning. All right. Now we have a problem here. If you click on each of this cell and you look on our formula bar here, you will notice that there is a formula. So you cannot really analyze this data the way it is. Okay, it is faulty. Okay, it's not faulty actually. It's going to give you challenge. It's going to bring you what it's going to challenging just analyzing this data the way it is. So what we are going to do is simple. I'm going to go to the next sheet, this blank sheet, and then I come to that data, and then I copy these three columns, column year, column month, and column days. Okay. When I select, I right click and I copy it. Okay. Then I come now to my new space here. Sorry. And then I go up to this space, and then I come to numbers. I just want to paste the numbers. Remember, there are different options when you see this space option here. There are different options. Okay. So I just want to paste the numbers, and I paste. Okay. Now that I have pasted, I just want us to have it in the middle. Let's select and bring it in the middle so you see what I'm doing. So right here now, we have brought it here and there is a challenge. If I click now, I won't see any formulas again. If you look at my formula bar and I click, I won't see any formula. So we have to convert all this now to numbers. Okay, we have to convert all of the numbers. The reason you are finding this small item here is because it says convert to numbers. Okay, we are dealing with numbers, but right here we are seeing text. It is in the form of text. Okay, which is going to disturb our data. So what we are going to do is very simple. Okay, I'm going to come here, go to data, and then go to filters. Okay, and then I go to my filter. Now I want to filter the data in a way that I want to be able to select and convert from text to numbers, and I want to make life easy for me. So once I click data, go to filters, I'll now filter and be able to select each month and do the job for each month. I'll select 2022 first, and I click OK, so 2022, and I come here, click at this one on this data, and I convert it to number. Once I convert it to number, I just go to the first cell that I've converted to number, and then I play with my mouse a little bit and I double click. You see, it shares that operation to the rest. I'll do the same now. Go again, filter, go to 2023, and then I click OK. You see, I have a lot of 2023 here. I'll go to the first data, convert it to number, and then I share it to the rest. See what I'm doing now? See, it makes life very easy for you. So I'm going to do the same with the other data. I just wanted to show you a demo here. So I'm going to do the same with this data. I'm going to come here, click, sorry, I'm going to come here, sorry, and then I look at my filters. You see that my filter it starts from 1 right up to 30, etc. So I'm going to come here first. After I've selected all this data on this side, I'm going to come and do it for 2025. I just want to show you how to do it on this other side. I'm going to come here again, click, select one, and then I click OK. And if you look carefully, this our data had some commands, okay, because of the characters that we're selecting using the mid, left, and right function. I'll now double click, correct this data, and then I just share with the rest. Double click. You see, that's what I'm going to do for all the data. Okay, you see the same thing here. I'm going to come here. You see, I convert to numbers, and then I double click. So I'll do this for all the data. Okay, and once I'm done, and then it is good for analysis. Now you might be asking, why is it that I don't come here and then I just do the changes from here and then I share to all, okay, without selecting each month, each year, sorry. If I do that, for instance, if I come here, I've selected all the years, okay, and then I come here and I correct this data, for instance, okay, and then I share. You see that it converts all my data to 2025, which is going to make my data faulty. If I come here now to my filters, I have only 2025 because I've shared that to all the data, which is going to make my data wrong. Okay, that is why I need to select each year. I do the changes. I go to the next. I do the changes. I go to the next. I do the changes. Okay. So right now I have cleaned my data. You can see how my data looks. Okay. And then you might be asking, where is our views? I'll just come to the next data space here and I choose and I right click, copy. Then I come back here and then I paste. okay, and I paste my views. Now I have my views and my day and month, okay. So if we go now, we can cross check to see whether our data is intact. So I'll go to last data, July 10 2024. I'll go to this one again and we see how we check our data, July 10 2024. Okay, that's it. And then we come to the first data, 28882. We go to the other one, 28882. Okay. All right, but you can still take time to check your data to really see how it looks. Okay. So right now, I'll prefer now to cancel all these empty columns here, and then we are good to go. So now, if I click in this data and I go to insert, okay, and I go to insert and I insert pivot tables here just to do some analysis. So I can do this analysis on another sheet or I can do it on the same sheet. So I would like to do it on the existing sheet and I would like to reference here. I want us to do it around here and I click OK. So this is our pivot table here. I want to see the views per month. So I'll click month. You see these are the month. You see, and then the views. Okay, so these are the views per month. So we have January, February, March, that is it there. So you see that the month is not appearing in order because it is showing us the data per the highest month. For instance, let me show you what I mean here. So if I come here and I click and I go to my visuals here, maybe I go to this visual. No, let me go to this simple column here. Okay, right here. So we have this visual here. It's a simple visual that we can design here. You see? So right here, I can go to this month here, and then you see that I can sort from A to Z. So I can sort this month here. I can sort this month. I can sort more sort options. I can come here and I say ascending to A. Okay, so I can come here, sort some of views, and I click OK. You see? So now it gives me, it organizes my data from the highest view right up down because that is how I want my data to appear. I want to see where I have the highest view. Okay. So I can right click here and I delete those lines just to clean my data. I can right click here and I hide all the few buttons and I click here and I delete this. And then right here, I put my title on. So my chart title is on, is right here. And I can say views by month. Okay, views by month. You see? So here I already have, and I can come here again and I add my data label, right? That is it. So I see my data label right under here, and I can still come on the visuals and I put my data label there. Okay. So it tells me that in May we had highest view, in June, October, December, January, November. So this is how our views flew. Okay, this is how it went. And here we can start analyzing and making decisions as far as this business is concerned. So I just wanted to give you some tips on how we can analyze. Some of you are asking, why did these tables under here appear? We can just come here and delete that. We can go to data, chart, data tables, and we delete. So they are no more there, okay? And we can right click on this chart here. Sorry, right click on the chart itself, copy it, come to another space, and we Control V, and then we paste it here. You see? So our chart is right here and we can start designing our dashboard to explain how our business is growing, especially when it comes to views on YouTube. You see, this is what we have here, guys. I'll just end for now. I didn't want to go too deep like this, but I'll just end for now and hope that you come back and subscribe and see how we can go further after this level of video. Bless you.